Hi, my name is Martha Dixon.
And I'm Samantha Mead. I'm the Community Services Manager for the Energy Assistance Program and the Weatherization Program.
And I am the manager for our neighborhood service centers. We hate to tell you that we could not be with you in person today. We wanted to be there to make your parent meeting, but due to other obligations, we're making this recording because it is important that we get the news out to you about what we do on the community services side of our agency. Our agency is like an umbrella agency. On one side, you have Head Start, which you guys are a part of. On the other side is Community Services. We're the same agency. It's sort of like different departments. And today we want to share with you some of those great things we do in Community Services. I work with the Community Services side that operates the CSBG block grant and several other programs.
And I work with the Energy Assistance Program and the Weatherization Program.
These are all things that go on in our community services side of our agency. Samantha, why don't you start by just telling them about LIHEAP program?
So LIHEAP stands for Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. We like to just call it Energy Assistance. It's much easier to remember. It is a one-time per year program where you can apply and receive your benefit. It will go directly to your provider as a credit on your account. It is an energy program, so I know you think of electric. We also serve the other types as well. We do gas, oil, propane, kerosene, wood, but most of our neighbors do need it for electric, and that's okay. But I just want to make sure everyone knows that we do the other ones as well. And all you have to do is apply with your application. On the very front sheet of the application, we'll have the instructions of everything that you will need to apply. You'll send that in to us, and while we're processing your application, we'll be looking for points. So if you have a child under the age of 6 in your home, which most of you probably do, that will be additional points. Anyone who's elderly, that's over the age of 60, will receive extra points. If you have someone in your home who's disabled, that will be extra points. If you're a high energy user, if you have high electric bills, you also have electric and propane bills, that's going to increase your points. After we're done processing, you will have a total amount of points that will determine your benefit level. So if you're below 50 points, everyone that is income based and that's below 50 points will receive $600. If you are 55 to 80 points, when we're done processing, that's $800. And there are some rare occasions where someone would be over 85 points, and that would be $1,000. Once again, that's directly sent to your energy provider that you list on your application when you apply. That's a credit that is available for you to use. And as you spend that credit on your account, you can use the money that you would normally be spending towards those energy bills towards something else that you need. This is a great program. If you've never heard of it or applied, I highly encourage you to look into it and apply. This is an important program for everyone. And sometimes I get people that say, well, I don't want to apply because I don't want to take away from someone else. This program has received a lot of funding in the last several years. And since I've been with the program, and it'll be 3 years next month, we have never had to tell anyone that we're out of funds. We have served every family that applies and that is eligible for the program. And that's over 9,000 families each year in the 8-county region that we serve. So if you are not for sure if you want to apply for this program just because you don't want to take from someone, I promise you, you're not taking from anyone else. This money is there for you, okay? So please apply. If you're not for sure how to apply or how to get an application, you can ask your FES. She has applications. If you want to call the phone tree that Miss Martha will go over here in just a little bit, I encourage you to apply and follow the prompts to get an application sent to you. If you have any questions about applying, you can also call or ask your FES to reach out to one of us, and we will be happy to assist you.
Thank you, Miss Samantha. And while you're at it, why don't you just go ahead and tell them about the weatherization program?
Okay. The weatherization program is a sister program to the Energy Assistance Program. So it's all about energy as well. So this program, it is a long waiting list. We are not able to serve every family that applies in the year that they apply like we can in the Energy Assistance Program. But we do put you on a wait list, and we will serve you when we get to your amount of points, okay? It is a points-based system, just like the Energy Assistance Program, same types of points. That total will place you on the list. When we get to that level of points, we will contact you and set up what we call an audit. The auditor will come out to your home, and he will look at what your home needs, okay? This program is all about reducing your energy bill. That is our goal. We're not remodeling. We're trying to reduce your energy bills. But every house is individual. They're all different, and they all have different needs. So that auditor will come out to your home. He will assess your home based to the state's requirements, and then he'll determine what needs to be done, which we call a work order. That will be sent to the crew here in Kingsport, and then they will contact you to set up a timeout to come out to your home and do the work that's on the work order. This work can take anywhere between 2 weeks and 4 weeks, depending on what all needs to be done. When the crew is finished with the work on your home, you should see quite a bit of a reduction in your energy bills. That is the purpose of this program. And once the work is completed, the same auditor who came out to look at your home from the beginning will come back out and inspect the home. They will inspect the home to state standards, so that way you know that the quality of work that's done to your home was correct. Like I said, it is a long waiting list. It can be 3 to 5 years that you sit on the waiting list. It is points based, not first come, first served. So you will have to sit on the waiting list until your points come up. But once they do, it is well worth the wait.
I agree with that, Samantha. So if you go ahead and apply and it takes 3 years, it's worth the wait. If you don't apply in 3 years, you're going to be in the same place, just not on the list. The programs that she just talked to you about, we want to talk to you about how to get in touch with us to access the applications needed for those services. As I mentioned before, I work with the neighborhood service centers. We have 9 centers in 8 counties, We have 2 in Sullivan County, 1 in Kingsport and 1 in Bristol. It is what we want to be, the hub of our communities. This is a place where you can go to find support, to help you on your journey, because our goal is to help you become self-sufficient. We're here to wrap our arms around you, walk you through the process. Our services in the Neighborhood Service Center are geared toward long-term services. We don't want to see you just come in and say hi and fill out your LIHEAP application. We're here to serve you in other ways too. In community services and in the Neighborhood Service Centers, there are different programs that we can help people with. What we may be able to help somebody with in Greene County, we may not be able to help them with those same services in Hawkins County, because we have different local funding in different counties. So if you have a friend that lives in a different county and that neighborhood service center is able to help them with something that your neighborhood service center tells you they can't help you with, they're telling you the truth. Because of our differences in our counties and our local funding, we have to evaluate each case individually. But if we can't help you, we want to point you in a direction that maybe someone can. So don't let that deter you from contacting us and finding out if you're eligible. In our neighborhood service centers, as I said, we have several different programs. You can find out information about the weatherization program through the Neighborhood Service Center or our phone tree that I'm going to explain to you in a minute about. You can find out about LIHEAP. You can also find out about some of our CSBG, Community Services Block Grant programs. If you happen to be struggling paying your rent because of a loss of income for some reason, we may be able to help you. Understand though, at this time, our funding is very limited. And if you call asking for that kind of assistance, we may have to put you on a waiting list. It's not that you don't qualify or we don't want to help you. It's just with our limited funding, we are having to resort to putting people on waiting lists for services sometimes. Uh, One thing we will not put you on a waiting list for is our income management program. Very proud of our ability and the abilities of my staff to help you with income management services. This is something you can call us for, and we're going to work with you on budgeting, on prioritizing your bills, even on credit repair. If you've got credit that you want to get fixed from where in the past, my staff are trained to help you get there. We can also refer you out to other agencies who do this type work exclusively. So we really want to let you know that we're there to help you with that. That's part of our push to help you become self-sufficient. With that being said about our CSBG programs, I want to say that if you have in any way been affected by COVID, that your income has been affected by COVID, we're able to help you right now. We do have plenty of funds to cover those type situations. We have to be able to prove through documentation that your income was affected by COVID. For instance, you lost a job due to the place you working shut down during the pandemic. That is a loss of income caused directly by the pandemic, and therefore we can help you with things like past due rent. We can help you if you've gone out and gotten a new job and you need uniforms. We can help you get that if you have been affected by COVID at this time. Just reach out to your neighborhood service center, explain your situation, and they are there ready and willing to help you in any way we can. At the Neighborhood Service Center, we not only have those services, but I want to tell you about our commodities program. We have a commodities distribution once a quarter. If you've never heard of commodities, I know most of you have heard about back in the old days, folks talking about that government cheese that they used to get. This is that same program. That government cheese was delicious. I personally remember that. We still have that program, we just don't have the cheese. But it's still worth your time to come and get this. We do distributions once a quarter in every county. What you're going to do, you'll be notified of the date that will be in your county. You're going to come to where we're having our distribution. You're going to line up. While you all are lining up in the parking lot, we're going to be busy inside packing out boxes. Second Harvest brings a big old truck with pallets of food. We unpack those pallets, we put that food into boxes, and when we're ready, we usually start our distribution around 9:15. You just pull up in your car. You're going to get to see me. I'm going to ask you your name. We're going to find you on the list. You pop your trunk. We're going to put that box of food in your car and you drive off. You never even have to get out of your car. There's really good food in those boxes, and normally this time of year, we're blessed with produce, fresh produce. Taters and onions and apples and things like that. It is well worth your time. This will make your food dollars stretch. And again, the food is really good. I've heard people say, I don't want that food because maybe the label's not used to what you're seeing. You open that can of pork and taste it, you'll find out it's good stuff. So please come and sign up, get your commodity box. It's free. With your application for commodities, it's self-declared. You're going to call our neighborhood service center in the county you're in. They're going to ask you a whole lot of questions, but a lot of that is just statistical information we have to have. We're going to ask your social security number. That's for identification in our database. And once you do that, we're going to say, you know, how much income do you have a month? If you tell us $50 a month, that's what we put. It is self-declared, and you are eligible to get that box. So please consider doing that. One last thing I want to mention that is not applicable to all counties, but in some counties, if you are an Atmos gas customer, I want to let you know that we've got money that we can put on your Atmos account. Atmos has been extremely generous with us and has given us money and said, give it to our customers. Please, if you are an Atmos customer, I want to give you money. It's burning a hole in my pocket, and I want to get it out to you folks. You're going to call the Neighborhood Service Center. You're going to tell them you're an Atmos customer, and you want to apply for the Share the Warmth program. There are very few restrictions and requirements on that program, so most likely you're going to qualify to get some money put on your account if you are an Atmos customer. Not all counties have Atmos gas, but if you do live in a county that does, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Or if anyone you know or anyone in your family that lives in a county that is an Atmos customer, they can also apply.
Absolutely. This is for anybody in the community. Thank you, Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with all that being said, I want to let you know that this is a flyer about our programs at the Neighborhood Service Center that your FES will make sure that you all have a copy of. On the back is addresses for each of our centers. So this is the first step in getting in touch with us. We want to make sure you all know you'll get a copy of that. Now, how do you access these services? Have you ever called those places and it's those automated systems and they say, press 1 for this and press 2 for that? We are one of those systems. We do have an automated phone tree that you must go through to reach our neighborhood service centers. This is a diagram of how to do that. If you want to get a weatherization application, you're going to follow this diagram. You're going to call 246-6180. Listen carefully to the prompts. I promise you, if you listen to each one, press the corresponding number, it will get you to where you want to be. I know it can be a little frustrating, but this is the best way to get in touch with any of us here at the agency on the community services side. LIHEAP, weatherization, neighborhood service centers. We're going to make sure everybody has a copy of this diagram. You're going to call 246-6180. It's going to prompt you where you need to go. If you're trying to reach a neighborhood service center, you're going to have about 3 numbers you push before you get to your neighborhood service center. Each neighborhood service center has a number that you push. Through that one number, you can get to any neighborhood service center in any county. Okay? So that is how you're going to get in touch with us, is going through this phone tree, punch the corresponding number, and it will take you directly to the staff. If perhaps you call and you get a voice message, please leave a message. We don't have caller ID. We can't look at your number and call you back. Say, my name is Samantha Mead. I am trying to reach someone at the Neighborhood Service Center. My phone number is, and leave your phone number, and someone will get back in touch with you. We're busy in the centers, and sometimes when you call, you do get that voicemail, but don't hesitate to leave a message. Again, we're sorry we couldn't be with you today, but this is the best way that we can get the message out to you guys. Thank you for being at the parent meeting. Thank you for watching us online. if there's anything at all that we can do to assist you, that's what we're here for. We have the heart and we have the passion, and we want to see you succeed. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.